All right, mic check, mic check. Looks like we have a signal. Excuse me at the end of the last stream with the Anthony Joshua there. Pretty bunged up, my sinuses with the weather change and all that type of stuff. And I can actually breathe now, actually. It's gone. Yep. I thought I ended the stream. I was trying to breathe out my nose, man. It was just blocked. Right, let's get into Top Gun star actor who got stabbed to death, right? James Handy. Again, I was going to put up some stuff on the wall with the slides, but there's too many to put up, so it's just going to be audio, I'm afraid, this time around. But it's another classic by the Myriad, right? Now they are making a new Top Gun as well. There's no date for it yet, but that is interesting. They are making a new one, and we're going to see the classic signs and patterns that are so redundant over and over again. I've done so many of these. Right, give me a moment here. Let's put that on. Give me one moment. All right. So, reading from Sky News, it says Top Gun Maverick actor, and this was his last thing that he did. This person, James Handy, he was in loads of TV shows, he done loads of movies, but his last movie was in 2022, which was the follow-up to the old school Top Gun film, right? With, of course, Tom Cruise. We're going to look at Tom Cruise as well. Now, he says that he got stabbed to death in his, I don't know if he was at his home, but anyway, he got stabbed to death in Los Angeles by his girlfriend's son, right? So his girlfriend's son stabbed him to death on Wednesday, which was the 3rd of June, 2026. So this goes on to say in Sky News, the 81-year-old actor was found stabbed in his chest and unconscious in the front yard of his home. He was taken to hospital and was later pronounced dead. Again, condolences to friends and family. All right, goes on to say, before we get into the numbers, James Handy, who appeared in films including Top Gun Maverick and Jumanji, as well as numerous TV dramas, has been stabbed to death in Los Angeles. His girlfriend's son, Michael Gledhill, 44. Knife man equals 44. Kill and execution equal 44. I mean, come on. How many times have we seen this? I mean, come on. Wow. Police went to his home on Wednesday. Wednesday equals 44 as well, for another 44. Again, knife man 44. Kill and execution equals 44. Anyway, the article goes on to say police went to his home on Wednesday morning after an emergency 911 call in which the caller said, "I am the son of a man. I just killed the man of sin." Wow, he said he killed the man of sin. Wow. Wow, interesting. Let me just double check what sin equates to, actually. Fucking hell. Wow, hold up. He said he killed the man of sin. Wow. I didn't even clock that before. It's only because I kind of highlight read sometimes for the most part. So I kind of glaze over stuff just to get points of interest, and then I jump to the calculator and do my thing. Right, sin equals 42, 15, 21. 21st prime is 73. Knife man equals 73, like N44. Again, the perp is 44 years old, as I just said. Son equals 48 and 33. Remember that, because we've got something that's going to come up on the date duration. If I remember correctly, Tom Cruise, Tom equals 48. And I know we got a 48 on the date duration, yeah? Like a 48 weeks or whatever it was, 48 days. Just bear with me here. So anyway, he said he killed the man of sin. Wow, interesting. That is interesting. Now, Glenn Hill, who lives at the property with his mum, told officers he was the person they were looking for. Yada, yada, yada. Then goes on to say he was arrested and is accused of 1 count of murder. His bail is set at 2 million or 1.5 million English money, in English sterling. And he was still in custody on Thursday night. Police said the stabbing appeared to be isolated and there was no danger to the public. Yada, yada, yada. Handy was born in New York and appeared in films and television programs over decades. And then it goes on to say, I think it might be like his agent or whatever, or a family that put up a post or whatever that said, with great sadness, I can confirm the gentleman who was attacked and killed on Wednesday in Tarzana, an area in Los Angeles, in Hollywood or whatever, was the actor James Handy. It was Handy's agent, Pam Ellis Evanes said, and it goes on to say, I could not have asked for more of a talented and humble and gracious client and friend than James Handy, she added. He played the exterminator in the 1995 film Jumanji, and also appeared in Arachnophobia, which came out in 1990, yeah? But again, the reason why I'm looking straight with the Tom Cruise stuff, which you're going to see in a moment, is because that was the main one highlighted, right? And that was his last movie as well, yeah? Now look here, watch her. He's born in 1945. Ninth equals 45. I mean, give me a break. Wow. He lived in LA. Pretty sure LA equals 41. He was born on a day of a life lesson of 41. He's born in March 19th. So 3 at 19, add 1 at 9, add 1 at 5. Sorry, 3 at 19, add 1 at 9, add 4 at 5 equals 41. Again, he's born in 1945, 945, born on a day of a life lesson of 41. Interesting. Oh, there's an 86 pneumology and 67 in there as well, if you're up to speed, Anyway, the day he died, before I say that, for the day he died on June 3rd, but anyway, his birthday, 19th of March, the 44th prime, is 193. Again, ninth man, 44. Kill and execution, 44. The guy that killed him, his girlfriend's son, his age is 44. Yeah? Seen this type of stuff a bazillion times. Now, the day he died, 55 pneumology, 19 life lesson. Interesting. I mean, I don't know if it's extra nefarious, but those numbers are there. Interestingly, if you're up to speed, you know what I'm saying without going into it. Blood sacrifice 55. But anyway, I ain't gonna go there right now. I will say a couple of things in a little bit, but also note the day in question when he died leaves 211 days, right? So 211 days remaining when he died. Top Gun, the movie, runs for 2 hours and 11 minutes. So, we'll get back to that in a moment. I don't want to go ahead of myself. But anywho, from his birthday to his death, from his death to what would have been his birthday for next year, 2027, March 19th, or 19th of March, we'll say it that way so we can stick with the prime number relationship of the 44th prime, which is 193. But anyway, 290 days, drop the zero. Zero is just a placeholder. Yeah, stabbing and stab wound equals 29. And if there is any nefarious activities going on there, Masonic equals 29. And it is interesting, though, that the killer says, he killed a man of sin. That is interesting. Maybe he knew some extra stuff to do with the industry, to do with the gentleman that died, right? So go figure on that. Make of that what you will. Yeah. You might have realized and found out some shit. Now, they say it was the girlfriend's son. Girlfriend's son equals 209. Again, zero is just a placeholder. So we're back to 29. We just spoke about 29 with the 290 days. So 29, right? 209. Girlfriend's son equals 209. Stabbed and stab wound equals 29. Also, girlfriend's son equals 83, 97, and 79. Murder equals 79. Death equals 93. Murder 83. Remember the song by the band called The Police? They made a song called Murder by Numbers. You've got the movie with Sandra Bullock called Murder by Numbers. And on the movie poster, they changed the E to a 3 and the B to an 8. Not random, not arbitrary. Definitely more than purposeful. Now, March 19th is the 78th day of the year. Yeah, March 19th is the 78th day of the year. And lo and behold, the perpetrator, the girlfriend's son that stabbed, be it his stepdad, whatever, if you want to use that term. But anyway, that stabbed James Handy to death. Michael Gledhill equals 78. Interestingly, James Handy equals 46, 53, and 37. So basically, stabbed equals 46, 53. You've got knife man 37, kill 17. I think stabbed is 17 as well. So yeah, so even James Handy's name has got stabbing numbers in there. 53, 46, 170, drop the 0, 17, 37. That's all stabbed and knife man numbers. And again, his birthday is the 78th day of the year. The guy that killed him, Michael Gledhill, his name equals 78. Yeah? I mean, what are the odds? And again, girlfriend's son equals 209, stabbing and stab wound equals 29, drop the 0. And again, to what would be his birthday next year, from his death to his birthday next year, March 19th from his death, June 3rd is 290 days. Come on. Wow. Stabbing and stab wound 29. Now, Top Gun Maverick equals 77. Give me one moment here. Top Gun Maverick equals 77. And from his birthday to when he dies, so from March 19th, or I'll do it the other way, 19th of March. Again, so we stick with the prime number stuff, right? The 44th prime is 193, 19th of March. This is the guy's birthday. And again, Knife Man 44, Kill 44, the guy that killed him, Michael Gledhill, basically his stepson, his son of his girlfriend, the actor's girlfriend's son. His age is 44, right? Again, kill and execution 44. Now, if we write out Top Gun Maverick, it equals 77. Lo and behold, it's 77 days from 19th of March to June 3rd when he dies. His last movie was Top Gun Maverick. I mean, come on. I'm telling you, we need to make a next level, and obviously use AI accompanied with it. Like, as I say, Minority Report, Tom Cruise again, Maverick, Top Gun. Come on, man. We need to make the Destiny database. I'm telling you now. We need to make a Destiny database, even though we're already doing it, but I mean a supreme one. Yeah? A next level one. AI accompanied. Yeah? I'm telling you now. You just be able to chuck certain things in it and it will just give you back and it will say boom, boom, boom. Yeah? Look out for that. That's probably going to happen on this date. That actor might die on that date. You know what I mean? Like, no long to. Wow. And remember, the day that he died, the day that leaves 211 days as of June 11th, and the runtime of Top Gun Maverick, the last movie that James Handy starred in, is 2 hours and 11. Come on. What are the odds of this, people? I mean, I've done thousands of entries. This is not apophenia, as people will say. Oh, you need to take medication. No, it's not. I'm not crazy. And I'm just saying what I see. I'm showing what I see. This is not an opinion. This is all facts. You can check it out yourself. Do use the calculator, do the date duration, Now. Give me 1 second here. Now, the 90th prime is 67. He died on a day with a life lesson of 19. Top Gun Maverick equals 67. Human sacrifice, blood sacrifice, and Freemasonry. And again, the man that killed him, his girlfriend's son, he said he killed a man of sin. And as I'm saying, because again, I only clocked that in the news article since I'm doing this transmission right now in real time with the transmission. just before I prepped it to go live, which was 20 minutes before going live, because I highlight read sometimes, I miss that bit. Because sometimes I look at key points of interest and I overlook that, I missed that. And as I'm saying, maybe the son found out some of the Freemasonic stuff that he was doing in the industry. Yeah? So keep that in mind. Again, I'm not saying no, he was used by the gang nefariously to do a blood sacrifice, and there's a new Top Gun movie coming out, and you know what I mean? I'm not saying all of that, but as I pointed out just the other day and time before, obviously, think about it. If you're in a system that knows how can I put this? Instantly work in tandem, because obviously the universe, one point is, imagine whatever type of path that you're on, right? Say if you're eating bad food or whatever it is, right? Or whatever it's got set out for you, then you're living healthy. It's going to instantly change certain things for you that you don't know about concerning the numerology on your lifeline and your time of living to accompany that. So my point is, if the gang, as I've pointed out before, the nefarious, whatever name tagline you're going to give them, you know, Freemasonic, Satanic, Illuminati, Jezebel Order, whatever. If now they've made another house that you don't know that you're in, that's got the numerical stuff that they see fit, right? So they could work their thing and keep you under their spell. Obviously, with that and rubbing the genie of the universe, and with what I just said 30 seconds ago, obviously it's then going to fashion itself instantly with things that you like to do, things that you don't like. You know what I mean? As I pointed out a million times. So that's why you're still going to get certain numbers to accompany what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm saying. Wow. He may or may not have been, and I would say right now, maybe he wasn't the son used by the Jezebel Order, unless he went to some seance or they could have done some juju spell. I don't know. I'm just saying, but put that aside, you know, it can still lay out the numbers with what you've already got going on around you. That's my point. You know what I mean? But it is interesting. That's what I'm saying. Wow, it is interesting. Very interesting that he said, allegedly, not allegedly, this is what they say he said, he killed a man of sin. And this guy's a big actor? I mean, give me a break. Wow. Wow. That's a dub plate right there. Yeah? That's a dub play. So again, wow. Also, I forgot to say, and I'm not saying it was that with what I just said, so, you know, take this part lightly. But again, you know, sacrifice and stab 46. Sacrifice 55. Again, he died on the day of numerology of 55. Yeah. James Hardy, the actor, 46, 53, and all the other numbers I said to do with knifing and stabbing or whatever. Very interesting, man. Now, where he lived, Tarzana, an area in Los Angeles. You want to take a wild gander what that equates to? You ready? 27 and 45. Even though we're not honing in on 45 today, because knife equals 45, but as we know, knife also equals 27. I mean, give me a break. And he died at 81. Tarzana equals 81. Yep. Also, if you write out Tarzana Northwest Los Angeles, it equals 107. Stabbed equals 17. Again, drop the 0. 0 is just a placeholder. I mean, these low-hanging fruits. Yep. Now, we went over that already. We said that enough times. Again, Top Gun Maverick runs for 2 hours and 11 minutes. The guy died June 3rd, the day that leaves 211 days. I mean, what are the odds of this? Can I get a witness? Yeah. When we see those numbers pop up, we got to play these background music real quick. Come on. Yeah. Come on. If you know, you know, yeah? Yeah. And for the naysayers and the non-believers and the dumb trolls out there that, oh, you better take your medication, Audio Oracle. This is what I say to you real quick.
Got to be a fool.
Exactly, yeah? Shout out to Brother Sanchez. Be sure to check out his channel. Right, now, you have to be an idiot, yeah? Now, the movie came out in 2022, yeah? 48 months from, oh my God, yes, and it's in the thumbnail. And you can look it up. It came out on May 27th. Top Gun Maverick, 27, knife 27. Also the word ritual equals 27. Yeah? Or a span of 4 years, 7 days. The 47th prime is 211. I mean, give me a break. And it came out on a day, numerology 74, life lesson 38, stabbing and stab wound, murder, death, kill, found dead, collapsed, even words like drowned, all these type of stuff, all equal 38. Cancel, destroy. Again, look up the song by the band called The Police. They made the song called Murder by Numbers. It came out in 1983. Not random. Obviously, they was told, or even if they wasn't told, the people that, they're, the people behind them, like the label, they make sure things come out when they come out for a reason, yeah? But the world at large, the Zombieland variants have no idea because they're like sleeping. I'm telling you, they're sleeping, yeah? Right. Remember the movie with Sandra Bullock called Murder by Numbers? They on the movie poster, they changed the letter E to a 3 and the B to an 8. Sandra Bullock equals either 38 or 83. And then the movie came out like with her birthday, around her birthday, 3 months, 8 weeks, or 8 months and 3 days, whatever it is from her birthday, before or after. Yeah. So go figure. Look up the song as well by the heavy metal band Slipknot called Gamuntra, the Killing Name. All right. Again, Gamuntra is geometry within language. So Gamuntra numerology, that's what we're looking at here. That's what me, myself, and my community at large. Shout out to the Gamuntrians putting out this groundbreaking information. And if you haven't looked up the movie with Nicolas Cage, watch the movie called Knowing, when his son goes to the school and they get the time capsule that was left from the school from 50 years before. And his little boy gets a time capsule from the little girl that left it in there. And it's got all these numbers on it. And then his dad in the school, the character Nicolas Cage plays, his dad in the school, when he goes home at the night time, he's a mathematician in the school. That's what he does. So he gets home and he's like, what is all of this? Then he realizes it's his dates from atrocities, earthquakes, and your 9/11s and whatnot. That's already happened. And then next to it, you will have those that survived or those that injured, and then he realized there's like 3 or 4 dates left. Yeah? So as I keep saying to you, they give you this information in little fragments, but not for you to pick up on the full shebang. Look up the TV show called Numbers. They changed the letter E to a 3. You've got the FBI guy that gets his brother, who's a mathematician, to help with the crime situations that's going on. I mean, give me a break. What? Also, watch the movie from Netflix called Arrival, with the aliens that come. Even though I'm not into aliens because I think that's all garbage, but just even at the end of Knowing, spoiler alert, that's all nonsense. But just watch these movies. If you haven't watched the movie They Live, you can probably find it on YouTube. And Knowing, just type it in, Knowing full movie, They Live full movie. It's probably on YouTube. If not, go to certain sites. I'm sure you can find some streaming sites. I'm not going to give my ones away, but I'm pretty sure you can find them. Do your homework, man, because they give you it. You got the number 23 with Jim Carrey. I mean, give me a break. If you're not up to speed with Charlie Kirk, go in my playlist. I've got a lot. I do a good hospitality for people. Go to my playlist section, right, and you will find, get up to speed with Charlie Kirk, who was in the movie Snake Eyes from 1998. And that came out on the day with a 42 life lesson. And Charles equals 42. Of course, Charlie Kirk, his real name is Charles James Kirk. And in the movie with Nicolas Cage called Snake Eyes, you got the boxing situation. I can't remember if it's at the start of the film or whatever into the movie. And a guy that deals with, I don't know if it was it Homeland Security? He's like a political guy. He gets shot in the neck. His name's Charles. Charles Kirkland. His name is Charles Kirkland in the movie. What? Not to mention all the other shenanigans, because his wife is definitely, I don't know if she's under hypnosis, MK Ultra, even though the world is under MK Ultra, because they've got programs going on everywhere. We're just absolutely saturated in it. We can't get away. Chemtrails, Netflix, all the streaming stuff. They're always showing you stuff in the movies and the streaming kids programs, what they got forthcoming back into the real world, and then Tutu's you're living it, But she's even got a song out. Because remember, I'm quickly glazing over. I'm not even going into all the stuff that I can say about Snake Eyes. So please, if you're not up to speed, just I can't fit it in all the time and hold your hand with every stream. But just know his girlfriend, Charles, or wife, Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk, right? And I think the woman in the movie, there's something else in there. I mean, just watch the film. But anyway, she made a song called My Kind of Crazy. Or she was in a music video, My Kind of Crazy. And if you look at the comments in the video, she's thanking she said, "Oh, thank you for those that, the people that shot the video." I mean, think about what I'm saying here. The symbolism, her man got shot in the neck all those years ago for the music video, My Kind of Crazy. Look it up. Go on YouTube, My Kind of Crazy. I can't remember the name of the band though. Yeah, just look it up. My Kind of Crazy music video, yeah? And you will see it. Yeah, Erica leaves a message. And in the video, she zip lines past the date. Basically, it's like time on the screen. But obviously, the time, it goes with the day that he got shot. It's like 9.11, like the time. And obviously, it was September 10th. Also, if you say 10th of September, shooting 109. Not to mention the rest. I mean, I can't remember it all, but there's a lot that goes with what I'm talking about here. Also with EMP, electric magnetic pulse, and blackouts. Yeah, because remember, with the power cut stuff that we've been talking about and showing you, and some of which we've been forecasting, and remember we had the Spanish one last year, April, with the power cut. You had, what was the one of the last ones I was tracking from last year to this year? They've had about 4 or 5, all by the numbers. Nigeria, one of which was on, who's from Nigeria? Spoke about him in the last stream. Anthony Joshua. Black equals 29, blackout on the 29th, not to mention all the rest that goes with that. I mean, give me a break. But my point is, again, this is all by design. And remember, or if you don't know, Erica Kirk's family, once you go through my playlist for Charlie Kirk, you will see somebody else from the community that's done a really great job. He basically realized or found, basically all her family is promoting, EMT, power cuts. I mean, give me a break. So again, if you... Oh, man. Anywho, let's get back to this now. Yeah, it truly is some X-Files kind of thing. Yeah? Trust me now. Yeah. When Trump got his air shot as well with his fake shooting, the lady said to him at some meeting they had, he got all the press there. The lady said, "Wow, how's your air, Trump?" He said, "Oh, I'm a fast healer." He hasn't got a band-aid on it. There's nothing wrong with his air, just a couple of weeks after the fake shooting. He said he's a fast healer. Get the fuck out of here. Unbelievable. I've got a video for that as well. Yeah, we watched the video. You can see Trump chatting his shit. I said, give me a break. Now, 48 months from the release of the movie Top Gun Maverick, yeah? I'm pretty sure Tom equals 48. And remember, girlfriend's son was 209. You remember that? Remember, stabbing and stabbing equals 29. Yeah, Tom 48. You've also got from the movie, unbelievable. Where's it gone? I just saw it. Hold up, give me one sec. Because I was going through slides while I was talking, just to make sure Tom was 48. But anyway, I've gone back to the one where I saw it now. 29 weeks. You got an overhang of 5 days, but 209 weeks, 5 days, 29. Girlfriend son equals 209. Again, stabbing and stabbing 29. And again, to his upcoming, what would be his birthday for the guy that got killed for next year from his death, June 3rd to 19th of March next year, is 290 days. Drop the zero. Again, stabbing and stabbing 29. Masonic 29. Again, I'm not saying it's fully nefarious with sacrificial stuff and all of that, but it is interesting, as we already just spoke about, that the son said, I killed a man of sin. And we know Los Angeles is really lost angels, accompanied with fallen angels, if you may. Because remember, they don't set up camp and do churches or bring, from France to, the Statue of Liberty comes from France, or Cleopatra's Needle in the UK, or wherever they set up the obelisks or whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't random choice. They understand the ley lines of the earth, just like you have the meridian lines of the body, and the Chinese worked out the acupuncture and stuff like that. So think about the needles or the phalanx, yeah, or structures being built, or Cleopatra's Needle, whatever it is, yeah. Statue of Liberty, as I just mentioned, Twin Towers. I mean, give me a break. And then when you do the homework with this knowledge as well, with Twin Towers and whatnot, you get all the extras, the cherry on top. You say, wow, that's how they keep the people asleep. Because remember, spell and spelling, casting spells, north, east, west, south, acronym for news. So that's why they have to pump out a stream of this type of information, or bollocks, have you on edge, lockdown, all the stuff. You got the bad food, the E numbers, so then you don't know how to think, you can't process stuff. You know what I mean? Then two, some covering unfortunate stories, even if the guy was racist, even if Henry Nowak was racist. Because I do know a lot of Polish can be racist. I'm being real. I know, I'm not saying there's not cool ones, but at the end of the day, in every color and creed, you get racism. You get this, that, whatever the case may be, yeah? And as I keep saying, I remember, as I said, when I did that stream yesterday or the day before, whatever happened to the nursery rhyme, or people just knowing, even if not the nursery rhyme, that goes, I'm more the saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Hello? Now you're going to do a life sentence. Now your mom tried to help you hide the knife or whatever it was for Vikram Digwa. Now your mom's going in jail. She's going to get sentenced next month like a idiot. Maybe if you was thinking properly to a degree and upgraded your thought process, like as I say a million times, you will upgrade your apps, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter app. Oh, I need to update it. It's got a notification. Let me be the notification for your mind state today. Upgrade your thought process. Because it would really help out. You'd be a lot cooler if you did. If you know the meme, yeah? And with the same guy, the other meme when he's smoking his cigarette looking at the phone. When I'm gonna do a breakdown or something's gonna go off, whether I forecast it or the community forecast it or not, when something's going off and I'm like, oh shit, before I even get to the numbers, or if I get to the numbers, that is sometimes me when I'm smoking a cigarette or whatever. You know what I mean? Metaphorically, yeah? Dilation with the eyes, the pupil of the eyes, the dilation. I'm like, oh my God, here we go again, look. Anywho, from the release of Top Gun from his birthday, so from his birthday, 2022, from the guy that died, to the release of Top Gun 2022, so 19th of March to the 27th of May, 2 months, 1 week, 1 day, yeah? Remember, he died on the day leaving 211 days. And remember, his birthday, 78th day of the year, 19th of March, the guy that killed him, his name, Michael Gladhill, equals 78, yeah? As I pointed out earlier. Ooh! Now I'm doing pupil dilation. Like the meme with, what's his name? Matthew McConaughey. He's in Interstellar. Anywho, look at the date his birthday was. Holy shit. And I'm seeing this in real time. It truly is the meme when he's smoking a cigarette, looking at the phone. His birthday with the movie is the kill date. So for that year, the kill date, the 19th, and then basically the next month would have been the 18th of April, 17th of May, and so forth through the year. Because basically it's like a domino coming backwards. So as you go through the year, the same numerology, literally, whatever it was for whatever day that you're looking at, then the next month it will be that day, but the day before. Yeah. So the day before the month you was looking at, it will be the next month. If you see what I'm trying to say. All right. So if it was the 19th of March, next month it will be the 18th of April, and so forth. Yeah. 17th of May, yada yada yada. But anywho, wow. Basically the Q day. Anytime somebody has a relation with this, or an event, a school shooting, or Allah Akbar down the street, or war setting off, or we're gonna, whatever, My point is, it's like clockwork. And that's what I keep saying to you. Who's that in the comments? Yes, my brother. Big up, tribe. Put it on the screen. Shout out to London Man in the chat. He said, peace. He's on his way home from work. All right, my brother. Hope you had a good day today. Hope it went quick, fast. You get me? Yeah, man. I can just get home and, relax and kick back. Them one there, my done. You get me? You know what I mean? But, so yeah. This is a very, very potent numerology here. And as we've been breaking down like a weatherman, a meteorologist, we are merely, as important as it is, we are merely a numerology meteorologist or gematria meteorologist. Yeah, because every day has a type of polarization to the day, where the sun and the moon are, the wandering stars, you know what I mean? It's like the day when somebody's born. All of this stuff is important, yeah? Very important. That's why you will feel a way in a certain day, or you don't feel, or and that's why certain things will take place on certain days. That's what I keep saying. Maybe, right, if certain people or everybody had this stuff, how we're mapping stuff, maybe you would be like, well, you know what, that person that I had grievance with, and I even know their name, and I always pass them when I go to work, do you know what, look what the numerology is for this day with his name and my name. You know what, I'm gonna go a different way to work today, just to make sure nothing don't go on. Because if you don't know and study certain things with language and whatnot, English is a fire language. Like you get earth, wind, fire, air. Right? I'm an air sign. There's other stuff that also go with that. And then English is a fire language. Right? Go on the channel, understand. I will share some of his stuff on the wall after this stream as well, because he done a nice breakdown, and he's done a fantastic job with other stuff as well to do with what I'm talking about here. He just check out Seven Boma. The channel is Inner Stand, right? One word, Inner Stand. Yeah. I shared. Did you see the rap video that I put, the rap song that I put on I tagged you in it, London Man. Big rhythm. They're talking about, obviously, being awake in the Matrix and whatever. The rhythm's hard, bro. The lyrics are hard. The lyrics are so hard, I instantly downloaded it and I made stems. I said, ooh, that sounds like it's about 87 BPM. I'm going to make it in liquid drum and bass. And I think it was like 88 or 89. Then one day I was like, yes. Yeah, I'm probably going to have something with that forthcoming the whole time. Rhythm. All right, he's having a drink and, yeah, Mary Jane. Enjoy. But yeah, man, it's a potent bit of numerology. So yeah, his birthday for this gentleman, the year that his last movie or anything that he acted in, with his birthday, wow, was the Q day. So Q 64, you got a numerology of 64, life lesson 28. You've ever got numerology 19, 44 as well, and 17. Woo! That is something. Q 44 and 28. Wow. Q 44, 64, and yeah, Q 64, 28, and 44. Execution 44. Again, think about shooting when that happens. Shooting equals 44. Quick sidebar, think about military and soldiers. Soldiers 44, military 44. All this type of stuff. Gunfire, firearms 44. Yeah, it's not random how they've set this up, yeah? Now, whoo, dub play. Woo. Now, from his birthday, alternative span from the 211, from his birthday to the release of Top Gun Maverick, 2 months and 9 days. For another 29. Remember, his girlfriend's son killed him, stabbed him to death on Wednesday. Gone, yeah, just gone. Girlfriend's son equals 209. 0 is just a placeholder. Stabbing and stabbing equals 29. To his next birthday, what would be for next year from his death the other day, June 3rd to 19th of March 2027 next year, is 290 days. Drop the 0, 29. Come on. It is brutal. Now, now with the same birthday span, but different date duration, you get 69 days as well from birthday to Top Gun release, yeah? Top Gun equals 69. I mean, these low-hanging fruits now. I'm telling you, as much as it annoys me, you know, being in you know, in their bollocks, distorted matrix that they've got us in, which, you know, can really get you down. I know we cover a lot of death and a lot of this and that and whatnot, but I do get a lot of alleviation with this, because I know, you know, it just tells you a lot, man. It tells you a lot. With or without the Jesuit stuff, you know, there's a plan from the higher order, you know. They're all on a path that's literally being written before you was even born. That's how deep it is. Wow. As soon as you even came into started going through mitosis in the womb, the universe is already calculating shit instantaneously. That's what I'm saying. And whatever it's got for you, then if you change slightly with your health or just something, you know what I mean? It already knows how to reconfigure instantaneously. Then you've got another slight path line in your slipstream of life. This is what I'm saying to you. This is how amazing this thing is. It's just a shame we've got to deal with these bastards. As I say, what we're talking about here, and myself, this shit should be in the curriculum for school. You know what I mean? Am I lying? As I've said before. I know Seven Bomar's doing stuff now that he's going to be getting stuff into schools. So shout out to that. To him for that one. Big up. Yeah. And especially now as well, you can do schooling online. You know what I mean? So once people see how legit what you're doing is, so we can break the molds and the shackles of the mind from these bastards, megalomaniacs. Yeah? Now, when the movie came out, Thomas Cruise, if you write out Thomas Cruise, because his full name is Thomas Cruise Mapother, right? For Tom Cruise. But anyway, 74, when the movie came out, he had a numerology of 74. Remember, a life lesson of 38, 77, Masonic, 38, and 74. Wow, but anywho, yeah, interesting. What else have we got for Tom? Now remember, we had the 48 months from the movie to his death, yeah? Tom 48. Go figure. Maverick, Top Gun Maverick. Maverick 3753. Remember the guy's name, James Handy 3753. Stabbed 53, Knife Man 37. And remember the guy that killed him, the girlfriend's son, age is 44. Knife Man 44, killed 44, you see? Execution 44. And don't forget, he said to the police, what is it? I killed a man of sin. And I really broke down the importance of saying rotted or realizing maybe he found out some of the stuff that his mum's boyfriend, or I don't know if they was married, you know, stepdad or whatever, he might have found out and realized, he did all these Freemasonic oaths and done some fucked up shit and realized, you know what, fuck you. And he just switched on a given day, you know what I mean? With the perfect, you know, recipe for the day, you know? So whether it's a weather person that says, the precipitation for a day is going to rain, you know, it's got the perfect recipe in the air, you know, the planets align, the polarization and numerology, and then 2-2s, my man just spazzes out and he has no idea about this, but then he may do because, you know, the Freemasonic stuff with the dad or his stepdad, you know what I mean? So again, I'm not saying that he was also used as an instrument by the gang. I don't know if the gang did some special, as I said earlier, some juju and put some spell on the sun, and then the sun just spazzed out on that day, on the 3rd of June. I have no idea. You know, those parts are speculative, but you know, it is interesting that you said, I killed a man of sin. And we all know Hollywood, yeah, Hollywood, lost angels, Los Angeles, fallen angels, yeah. As I already stated, they don't set up camp and move Cleopatra's Needle and or what was the one I said before? Statue of Liberty from France to New York or whatever. You know what I mean? They understand the ley lines of the earth, just like the body has the meridian lines, because you know, as above, so below. It's all a fractal of the same thing, if you may. Yeah, and then that's why the Chinese, obviously acupuncture. Yeah, so think about the acupuncture, the needles. Now look at when they make churches, you know, they put that obelisk there, they set up, you know, whatever it is, the Pentagon, Twin Towers, they know what they're doing, you know what I mean? Freemasons know how to build, hence why, you know, Masons, bricklayers, yeah? It's not random, it's not arbitrary. I'm not here talking at the side of my neck, chatting shit. Now, with that 69 days, if you do the full span, include the end date, you get 70. Go figure. Again, from his birthday to the movie release, Thomas Cruise equals 70. I mean, what are the odds of this now? You see? All right, let me change this background music here. All right, what's it called? Should be out today. I'll have to check some of my streaming sites. Yes, I'm going to watch it for free. Of course, I'm talking about Scary Movie. And if you don't know, this song is made by the Wayans. If you know the old school TV show that I still love and watch here and there, in present day, my wife and kids, I would love if they did a new version, like a reunion, a special one-off hour special. That would be sick. Bring back Junior, bring back the gang. Oh, that would be great. Just a one-off episode. Oh, I'd love that. Now. In 2026, interestingly, the life lesson for the annual release date of Top Gun Maverick, so it came out in 2022, but for 2026, we have a life lesson of 42. Interestingly, Tom Cruise equals 42. Again, Freemasonry 42, Zionist 42, or Zionism, one of the two. The Elite equals 42. Again, think about Grim Reaper, Kronos, Saturn equals 42. Yeah? It's a couple more 42s that I'm forgetting. Freemasonry 42, I just said that, right? Stab equals 42 as well. Yeah, boy. Oh, look, and it's 4 weeks and 2 days to Tom Cruise's birthday from the death, or a span of 43. Knife in a Masonic, if it is Masonic as well. But anyway, Stab 42, Tom Cruise 42. 4 weeks and 2 days from June 3rd, the death of John Handy, to Tom Cruise's upcoming birthday, July 7th, or 3rd of July. James Handy, his name is 37. And remember, Knife Man equals 37 and 73 and 44. And again, he got killed by a knife man, which was his girlfriend's son, whose age is 44. See how it all just comes together? This shit is just undeniable. I don't know how this goes over anybody's head. This is just so obvious now. Since a long time ago, it was obvious to me as soon as I found it in 2016. I said, wow, no way. This is remarkable. Wow. You got the movie The Matrix, that's to do with the script code. I mean, give me a break. Wow, really? You know, seeing the code? Give me a break. Wow. Knife in equals 70. We just spoke about 70 days, or was it 70 days? Yeah, 69 days or 7 weeks, 0 days. Alternative span from the 69 days, something like that, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is also actor 33, Tom 33. It's James Handy, right? I'm pretty sure James is 33. Again, magic 33, Hollywood 33, sorcery, witches, all those type of words, 33. And again, it's 33 degrees in Freemasonry. Think about coronavirus, how they had the people under the spell. Corona 33, police people under society 33. Federal government, federal equals 33. Not federal government, but federal 33, yeah? Think about nervous system, they have you, on edge, nervous 33. And of course, think about again, I'm not all biblical and stuff, or go to church, I'm spiritually inclined, obviously. But anywho, 33 vertebrae in your spine, because remember, it's inside out, and of course, heaven is in your head, just like hell can reside in your body as well, if you allow it to, take reign. But anywho, 33 vertebrae in your spine, and of course, Jesus dies at 33, and all that other stuff that goes with that. Quick sidebar. Right, I think I'm at the end now. So yeah, they are making a Top Gun 3 as well. That's in the making right now. So again, look out for forthcoming when there's a release date, and we'll see if there's any more that will run parallel to this man's death as well. Yeah. So homeless, spread nothing like hashtag don't be a basic beast brainer, and of course give gracious gratitude, but take no shit. Catch it on the rebound. All right, quick one from me that I made the tune. Go figure. If you didn't know, get to know.
The worst thing to call somebody is crazy. These people are not crazy. They're strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy. They're strong people. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy is dismissive. I don't understand this person, so they're crazy. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy. They're strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick.